Every black face gotta be steaming mad, but even worse, it's worse than you can imagine. It's worse than you can imagine. Oh, bad is this thing, but even worse. Bad is this thing, but even worse. Thank you for using Securus. You can now start your conversation. MIG going crazy. That's they say, and even worse. What's up, my nigga? What's up, boy? That's they say, but even worse. How you doing, man? How you holding up? That's they say, and even worse. Yeah, I'm gonna drop 25, man. That's they say. Good afternoon, good evening. Hey guys, how are you? Thank you for joining me, Tavares Squared Up. As the title says, the price to be free. But before we get into it, we got a special invited guest. We got the good brother Scooby-Doo in the building this evening. He want to get us started with a couple of words. And if you don't mind, say hello to Scooby-Doo when you come in the building. And I'll be sure to pass the message on to him at a later date. Scoob, come on in and let the people know what you got on your mind this morning, there, brother. Scooby-Doo is in the building, guys. Give us 1 second. He gonna get in the seat and he gonna give you some words, some inspirational word, and give you some motivation. What's good, baby?
What's good again? Hey, how you doing out there in the world? I just want to let you know that Mr. Bradford is in the house, Stacey Bradford.
Take your time.
Take my time, and I ain't calling no names. Shout out to all the good people that I'm in over here because, you know, you do your own thing and you have to suffer your own consequences. So that's what I've had to learn for myself. So I had to learn this. If you want to stay out of these places and in and out of these places, quit putting them Nike shoes on and coming in with them Reebok shoes and then turning into Nike. If you're picking up the right thing, the word of God, you'll see. You put a roof over your head, keep the rain off you, so you can't believe in that crazy food and that stuff what they give you these days to stay out of change. Because two sides that ain't gonna get. You're going right and doing wrong. You're gonna have to pick one side. You're gonna have to go on your knee, KNDE. And that's one day would the man help you be on a journey and trust no one because they all hide themselves and cover themselves. And then they stop you on your journey you trying to carry to God. And then they crucify you just like they did God. So I'm gonna let you know it's just a peaceful thing that, you know, we all the same color. If one black can get together and another black could get together and we could build something like apartment for other black folk who ain't got nothing, instead of talking about black folk and talking against black folk, then we'll have something. You know, the only person seems to do that. You can't blame it on the Mexican cause then nobody tell you not to work. You can't put it on blame it on T.I. because he built the black things up in Atlanta for black folk to have somewhere to live, a whole brand new set of apartment. We got to look at what we got to do ourselves. We got to get out here and we got to work. We got to be for real, REAL for yourself. You got to be there for your life, man. It ain't about surviving, it's about living. And if you don't want to live and then you want to survive, then you there where you belong out there on that corner. It's 7 days a week till you get 195. Still ain't getting nothing in, but you still on that corner. But you still ain't getting no check coming. They still on that corner, ain't worked a day in your life. While everybody else retired and everybody else sitting back at the age of 70, and now they don't change from 65 to get the full benefit. So, man, you think about what I'm saying. If you be in that situation, then you pick up that word and you put that word down when you get up out of there and get back in that same situation. Then thank God for you, man. I just said I can't say no more. Hey, man, I'm free.
Hey, man.
I'm turning that thing back over to Troy.
Hey, come on, step on through that big school. Hey, School, man, I want to thank you for stopping by, blessing. You gonna stay and enjoy the show? You're welcome to stay and enjoy the show. Listen, guys, that's Mr. Scooby-Doo in the building today. And as I said, this is Tavares Squared Up. This is not the Right End Revolt show tonight. This is Squared Up, Tavares Squared Up. And while we do that, we're going to go on and get started with the intro, guys. Thank you for joining me. All right. Thank you guys for joining me again. Tavares Squared Up, where we practice, we exercise, we implement the Squared Up lifestyle. And the Squared Up lifestyle consists of God, family, business, country. The title of today's show, The Price to Be Free. What is the price to be free? There are some circumstances that undergird the idea of freedom. But before we get into that, let's talk about the things that we happen to love, admire, and hate. As you know, Black folks, they love food. You know, you can't open up a social media application and not see somebody posting a picture of their food. And it means a lot to us, being descendants of slaves, being that that's something that's nurtured us all our existence here in America. Another thing that we love the rhythm and blues. We love the music. We love the vibrations. We love the drums. And of course, you're going to see that in today's modern times with social media. We also love the slick talk. We love that conversation. We love to do that. We love to do that. Also, we love to style and profile. You know, we're going to stay in that hair salon. We're going to stay in that barbershop. We're going to keep our personal hygiene up. The look of personal hygiene, even if someone don't take no bath. You know what I'm talking about. But it get better. Yeah. Yeah. If they get out in that water, they get in that rain, they get a bath. We love the cookouts, the family reunions, the good times. All right. So that's where we are with what we love. What are the things that we admire? From my perspective, we love the ideas of Black love, relationship, dedication, commitment, fierce protection. These things we happen to admire. We also admire the Black church. Although some of us don't go to the Black church on a regular basis, we still have a reverence for what it stands for, what it means, even if we don't participate. We have a reverence and an admiration for Black colleges, right? Historically, Black colleges in particular. We all can appreciate when one of our own goes off to college. If they stay the course and complete it, we truly do admire that to the fullest extent. And also, we happen to admire the idea that we're going to always be joyful. We're going to always find some reason to be peaceful, some reason to be happy.
When you leave behind, leave somebody else opportunity to come in.
Leave the opportunity for somebody else to come in. We're going to leave somebody else, leave the door open for somebody else once we get in a particular situation.
In a different way, everywhere we go, and it ain't go one way people can go. They don't already see where we're going through and came out of slavery, went through it, and telling on each other, like, you know, y'all going to be somebody somewhere going to have an informant that if that's what you want to be. Like I say, even in the free world, you do too much. You had to leave him like Malcolm X and Dr. King. And one ain't turning no sheep cheek, and one ain't shaking no place when you slap right to left. So you had to make that decision on my life.
So Malcolm X and Martin Luther King had to leave here for the decision that they made, trying to protect and lead their people. That's what you're saying, Scooby-Doo?
Right.
Okay. Listen, things that we hate. We hate racism. We hate police brutality. We hate judicial injustice. We hate stereotypes. And all of these things are individual choices and individual behavior. All of these things are the reflection of what we as a society allow to take place, allow to transpire. Either if we uh, support it explicitly or if we support it implicitly. Implicitly meaning we don't say anything, we see it. Explicitly meaning we see it and we support it and we tell them go ahead and do it. We might even join in on it. But those things are keeping us from being free. They're keeping us from being free because it takes a certain level of execution to be free. What are you talking about, Squared Up? I'm talking about behavior. I'm talking about intelligence. I'm talking about unity. We can't be free because we're not willing to pay those prices. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. As you know, or as you don't know, the Georgia Chamber of Commerce had a meeting here in Athens, Georgia. Athens, Georgia had a meeting of the Georgia Chamber of Commerce. And they had Bluebird. Bluebird is the school bus maker. They make school buses down in Perry, Georgia. They won an award for being the coolest thing made in Georgia. That's an annual award that they give out. They had Mike Collins, Keisha Lance Bottoms, and Rick Jackson there. They also gave out an award to the First Lady. That's Marty Kemp. She was awarded an award for stopping or trying to bring laws against human trafficking. Those laws have been put on the books through the Georgia Assembly. She also promoted mental health awareness. She also tried to increase the number of pet adoptions. She won an award for that. Lastly, Cox Enterprise won an award at the Georgia Chamber of Commerce event in downtown Athens at the Civic Center for being a corporate citizen. What does that mean? That means they contribute to the communities, they contribute to their employees, and they contribute to government affairs. Corporate citizenship. Why are you talking about this, Squared Up? Well, I'm talking about this because these are the things that equivocate to business. These are the things that equivocate to business in Georgia. These are the things that equivocate to business in the United States. The points are, if you want to be free, you've got to conduct business. These people, they do it on a major level, and they don't do it for fun. They do it for profit. And if you think you're going to live in a free society and not conduct business, you're gravely wrong. Let me read a couple of things, then we'll move on before we close it out. Again, thank you guys for joining me, Tavar Squared Up. We truly appreciate you. Where we practice, we exercise, we implement the Squared Up lifestyle. Squared Up lifestyle consists of God, family, business, and country. Take a gander at this very quickly. Georgia Chamber. On August 5th, the Georgia Chamber of Commerce welcomed nearly 2,000 business, civic, and government leaders to Athens, Georgia for its annual congressional luncheon. I've never heard of the congressional luncheon, and I definitely didn't know it was being held here in Athens, Georgia. One of the state's premier public policy events, the luncheon brought together leaders from across Georgia for bipartisan conversations on the state's economic future and the issues shaping the next chapter. The program featured welcome remarks from Congressman Mike Collins, remarks from Governor Brian P. Kemp, a fireside chat with Georgia's gubernatorial candidates Keisha Lance Bottoms and Rick Jackson. and a congressional panel discussion featuring members of Georgia's delegation. The event highlighted the importance of collaboration between businesses and government in advancing Georgia's continued economic success. AT&T Georgia Power were proud presenting sponsors. A recording of this congressional luncheon can be seen at their website, at their YouTube channel, Georgia Chamber YouTube. Again, why do you bring this? Why do you bring this in, Tavares? We bring this in. Why do we bring this in? We bring this in because this is the business. This is the business in Georgia. This is the business in America. You can't expect to be free if you're not going to be serious about the business of life. Tupac said in 1996, 1995, if the lifestyle that you're leading got you taking more shorts than getting props, that lifestyle needs to stop. Again, if the lifestyle that you're leading got you taking more shorts than getting props, that lifestyle needs to stop. Tupac been gone 30 years. Next month, 30 years, September 1996. And we got young guys every day jumping off the porch looking to participate in the gangster and the thug and the criminal lifestyle. But ain't no win. You're going to take shorts with that. Like the good brother Scooby-Doo just said, you're going to go to prison. You're going to find yourself in a world of trouble if you're not laid off in a box or in an urn. Laying you in a box is too much. It's too expensive now. Laying you in a box is too expensive now. I got two more videos, contributions I want to bring up. One came from the good sister Mika Motion, and it has to do with an incident that happened where they accosted a black guy and were about to do something to him. Take a gander at it and see what you think about it. I told her I was going to bring this up. Let's see what you think about
it. Towards a tree, got me pinned down, and started pounding on my body. It was. You could feel the anger and the intent to try to hurt me.
You nappy-headed bitch.
What do you want to call me?
About this? You happy with your life friends? Let him go. Let him go. We're just trying to get out of here, guys. We're just trying to get out of here. Let him go. Let him go, dude. Let him go. Let him go, please. Let him go. Get the fuck out of here. Let him go. Get your phone down here and go. Let him go. Shake your head at me. Let him go. Get the fuck out.
They started dragging me towards a tree, got me pinned down, and started pounding on my body. It was. You could feel the anger and the intent to try to hurt me.
You nappy-headed bitch.
What do you want to call me?
About this?
All right, guys. Listen, that was sent to me by the good sister Mika Motion, and I was shocked by what I was seeing. But the fact of the matter is, similar to my stance on Mr. Nolan Wells out in Mississippi, you can't put yourself in these positions to be compromised. Nolan Wells' friends probably loved him. They probably cared about him. But when the crowd of these racist, no good, dirty white folks who had intention on hurting him, they had to stand down. Nolan Wells' friends couldn't fight those individuals, or they were going to get the same thing that Nolan Wells got. I mean, it doesn't have to be a race dynamic in that for that to be a reality. You can be amongst all black people and your people are with you, but some other guys want to do something to you and you're outnumbered. And your people are forced to stand down. I've got another little contribution I'd like to bring to the table. This one really caught me off guard when I saw this, pertaining to a sister who took it upon herself to take somebody out because they didn't want to be with her no more. An Illinois woman has been sentenced to 38 years in prison for shooting her fiance in the spine and then using his Facebook account to video call his mistress while he lay dying on the floor. Police say Rosa LaGrone, 40, shot Daniel Mans, 27, inside their home during a dispute over his affair as he was packing his belongings to leave. A jury convicted LaGrone of first-degree murder following a 4-day trial.
Glad you brought that up, Trump. I'm glad Trump brought that up to the world. I always was joking with Trump. And I always used to say, Trump, what if somebody and I used to joke with Trump about a lot of things, but I'm glad he brought it up because I used to say, what if somebody can have a license with a gun and they can tote it on them and they can come into Walmart, go to the movie theater, go everywhere they want to because they got a license on it and they can't stop them. But if I were the people, I would put a sign up, I don't care what it said, nobody going in mine or my store or leaving they going in the car or at home and then they can go get their own gun. Because if you're just joking with it, somebody just recently shot in Cape Walmarts in Atlanta or New York, Atlanta somewhere, and they shot in there and people running everywhere from the bullet can get hit anything. But they can carry their gun because they got a license. But the sign should be up, boy, the gun coming to these stores. Because that could be like the professor over at university, smartest man in the world. But he didn't know they found he killed himself.
You talking about the professor that had killed somebody and then he killed himself out of that.
But I'm saying you never know who else can do it. So they got life.
Well,
it seemed like the one that had the army saluting that time and going in the government building and where your boy was from, Michael Jackson, where they from down there, and he blew up the whole building with the C4 and all that, and they fell down. They had the big thing about putting his name up on the wall. They didn't want to put it up, but they had to because he was in the service.
Hey guys, we're gonna bring Scooby Doo in. Come on in, Scooby Doo. Come on in. Watch your thing. Watch your thing. Come on in for a second. We're gonna bring Scooby Doo in for a second. Since he's in the building, he's in the square audience. We're gonna let him contribute to this thing. Now let me tell you something, Scooby Doo. The reason we got the right to bear arms in this country is to protect the citizens away from the government. The First Amendment, the right to bear arms, is to prevent the government from getting out of control and destroying the lives of the citizens.
Right. Well, you see, but what I'm saying, you don't know who will snap. If it's official or snap, or anybody can snap that gun license that walk in these stores. Anybody can get shot with a bullet that going flying everywhere, and this just happening in Walmart.
But the point of the matter is, freedom, that's the price of freedom.
Right. That's why they get their license. You understand? I understand why they get their license so they can have their gun for freedom to go in with them. But still, who can say that this person want to nut up in your store at your movie theater and start shooting everybody?
Well, mental health is real. If they nut up, we sorry, but we can't take all the guns away from the citizens.
Well, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying take it away out so they can put it up in their trunk or till they come out the store or put it, take it off them somewhere else, anyway, and drop it in so they can get it.
Okay. So back. What you saying in your particular business, you ain't gonna allow them to bring their gun in your business.
Right.
Because they might nut up. But then, you gotta look at it from the other perspective. Some people don't mind if you bring it in. Because you might be able to stop somebody else from trying to do some criminal behavior. Right. Whatever.
But I want to shoot, and I want to shoot it out to all the ones on the corner. I like what you do, and I'd love the young to come on up too, but I like the ones graduate do what they want to do too. But I want to say all the officers ain't bad and all the police ain't bad. I just looked at a lady that they pulled over. She tire flat. They checked for a license. She didn't have no license. She had ID, but they took her. She had a job interview, and the man took her to the job interview. And when he took her to the job interview, she thought she was going to get locked up. She got a job, and then he got not only that, he got people to raise money and bought her a brand new car.
So now that's a wonderful story that the police did for a lady.
This just happened.
Right. And a lot of people, they so anti-police, but we need to have a structure and boundaries and guidance for how the society lives.
Right, but we also need people, I ain't heard nothing, I ain't seen nothing, I don't know nothing, I ain't trying to be funny, but, you ain't seen nothing, you don't know nothing, you ain't heard nothing, I don't know nothing. Because if you walk through, the flavor would say, you hear no evil, you see no evil, you feel no evil, you know no evil, and you walk through the valley of the shadow of death with the God of Jesus in front of you.
That's cool. That song you be singing, I don't know nothing, I don't see nothing, and you say that to them young boys, because that's the code of the street. No snitching. Yeah. But wouldn't it be better if they just don't even participate in that lifestyle? Well, that lifestyle is over, school.
I would like if people, good people, you know what I'm saying? People that, on my end, I'm old. I done got old now, and I'm 60, and I just would like to be with good people, but not that I ain't studied the beef for nothing else but the street life, and I knew nothing of their name and called no shot to nobody's name. Even in this first start, call nobody shot is nobody's name. If you get into something, you got to put it on yourself, because you know better for him being in there, and you know better the way they same way in jail. You got no better. And if somebody come in and see people, you don't want to pray with them. You want to just come out and walk the cell till they get through and they lock them back in. Well, they're good too. But if you want to pray with them, stay until the session over, then they leave, they ain't got long. Hey, on 5G, but you better take their words for real, because people don't have to come in there and pray for you.
Let's talk about the word. People ain't taking the word for real. Is that what you thinking?
Well, it tells me in the Bible, luck come and go.
Come and go.
If the black crow can fly and luck come and go, other word, when the man said he laughed at Jesus up on the cross, and the other man said, I believe in you, and Jesus said, I see you in paradise, and the other man would laugh at Jesus, the black crow poked his eye out.
So let's close this out, Scooby-Doo.
All right. But I just saying this, what I mean by look, come and go was, if you want all the money every day and everywhere you go, you know what's gonna happen to you.
You're gonna burn in hell.
No, I'm saying if you want you keep coming to the same place and going different apartment, and you win all the money, nobody can break you. Every time you come, you win. Well, some guys gonna get tired of losing their money, and they're gonna have all the money on rent. One day they're gonna have.
One day they're gonna get the money.
Yeah.
Listen, I think it's important for people to recognize that there is somewhere you're going. Your soul going somewhere. Once this blood stop pumping through your system, and you stop sucking in out, your soul going
shout out to all them that don't believe, like me and Cube and Mel and all those, but they got to pray for yourself while you're in there. I can pray for you, but you got to help me. In order for you to pray for me, I got to help myself. I got to pray for my own self on my knee too.
Right. Listen, guys, Scooby-Doo, you want to take us out of here with some prayer?
Yeah. I tell y'all what it'll give them, and I thank Christ and I thank the Lord. Sharing His love and tongue and words have come out of my mouth to let them. I can be the same way, two fade or one fade, but one thing I ain't the one to be hypocrite with God. I just want to say, I pray that way. Amen.
Amen.
Catch up with you.
No hypocrite with God. Listen, you just heard the good brother Scooby-Doo close us out with prayer. Hey, that was touching. He was in the square audience, and we truly appreciate him being here live. So let's go on and do this thing. So again, the price of freedom is not free. And if you want to be free, you got to be smart. You got to be intelligent. You got to be disciplined. You can't run wild. You can't have no goddamn no boundaries, no borders to what you will do if you want to be free. These ain't my words. These ain't my parameters. This is what reality is showing us. We as Black American descendants of slaves, we don't want to pay the price to be free. I was talking to the guru. The guru said, you talking about the immigrants and these illegals. These are the best of their country. These are the stomped down, dragged down fighters who gonna trek 1,000, 5,000, 13,000 miles across the planet to get to the United States. So when they get here, they're gonna be successful. They're gonna eat your lunch because you fat, sloppy, and lazy. And you don't think you gotta work hard. You look for somebody to give you something. But them folk know ain't nobody giving them something. So when they come here with zero, they're gonna turn into a hero real quick. Because it's in them, not on them. It's in them, not on them.
That's right.
That's what the guru told me. Now the guru ran that by me.
It's the same way with the store. If you don't believe that, they go a parakeet in the store. But in the store, when the lady got hurt, and she was from another country like Jamaica or something, but he was still human. But when the lady gone and passed, but the bird still calling their name, whatever. I think that would mess them up, kind of like a wrestler. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You know, killing their wife. He probably told him.
You can't do the crime. Don't do the crime if you can't do the time. You said the parakeet told on him.
Yeah, there's no one that talk.
Yeah, them birds that can talk. Right. The parakeet. Okay. Listen, guys. We're running for U.S. Senate in the great state of Georgia. We campaigning. We hitting 159 counties, and we need your support. We need you to tell the career politicians you've had enough. Pick one from amongst you. Tavares Squared Up Smith, and join in on the hashtag Write In Revolt. It's happening right now. Come on in. Hashtag Write In Revolt is happening right now. We can use these platforms, we can use these technologies right now to mobilize the people, mobilize the citizens. To do what? To get someone different. I just talked to you about the Georgia Chamber of Commerce here in Athens, Georgia. Did you get an invitation? Did you get an invite? No, you didn't. You're not the target audience. The business elite of the state of Georgia are the target audience. They're discussing what they're going to do into the future to steer Georgia into a level of financial freedom that empowers them, not the average citizen. The average citizens are the contributors. The benefactors are the career politicians and the elite business entities headquartered here in the state of Georgia. These companies are global. These political figures, they're nationwide and some quasi-global. These people are serious about the business of Georgia. And they came right here to Athens, Georgia, and had a luncheon at your Civic Center on Wednesday. And you didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything either, or I would have spoke about it earlier. I read about it Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I'm bringing it to you today. So yeah, guys, that's the good brother, Stacy Bradford, a.k.a. Scooby-Doo. Shout out to your people. Anybody you want to shout to, let them know Scooby-Doo, baby.
Shout out to all my family and all to everybody else who want to believe whatever. Man, I'm just saying, me personally, I'm tired of dog tracking me down, putting my back, putting handcuffs on me.
Well, you ain't going to chain gang no more. No, and I ain't going to chain gang no more.
I'm tired of my dog smelling me down and biting on me and putting the handcuffs on me until I spit the dope out. So I had enough.
You had enough. I know that, right? You squared up now. That's what you saying. You squared up?
I'm saying they can bite me now. I can still just swallow what I got in my mouth.
What I'm swallowing that? Leave it alone, Scooby-Doo. Hey, guys, we listen to 41 Savage. It's bad as they say. Bad as they say. That's what Cube said. Cube told me that. He said bad as they say and even worse, boy.
It's left and on right and it's up straight and next thing you know it. They'll get you 2 times and they're gone.
It's bad as they say. What y'all think? Y'all think old Squared Up look good in that red today? That red with that gold.
Check out the woman, I think. Whoever called no name on and thank God.
Shout out May Friends. Shout out May Friends.
All the council don't love about it. Eyes, I hope the Kodak doing better. Mm-hmm. And it's legal to smoke whatever for the Kodak, and they tell me in the law book about the medication weed. So President said it's free in America for weed to be smoked. Shout out to those who can do it.
Shout out to those who can do it. And that's my good brother, the good brother, Uptown Finest, Scooby Doo. Listen, guys, thank you for joining me. Tavares Squared Up. And we will see you guys next time. Please stay informed, stay engaged, and be active because it's in your benefit. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. You anything else?
No.
That's it. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye. It's bad, boy. It's bad as they say.
Yeah.
In that chain gang.
Well,
Square.
That's what they want to be. Right now, these young cats, why would we be with NG? They want to be with the S on. They want to be DE. They want to be him. They don't. Then when they want to come out, they don't want to come out no more. They didn't go. They went in man, and then they come back out. They can't hang with the man because the situation. They put themselves in, and now they ain't the same manhood. They situation that they hang around the real crew of the man. So,
well, let me say this right quick. I do this show because I want to bring some insight to young people. Right. I can't bring that to my peers. I can't bring that to people older than me. I'm trying to bring something to the young brothers and young sisters that whatever they thinking, that ain't the reality. You think you're going to be a kingpin, you're going to be a queen pin, that ain't the case. You got to get your skill sets. You got to get you some information. You got to get you some know-how so you can make money.
Yeah.
They pay you for what you know. They pay you for what you can do. They pay you for your connections and contacts. They ain't going to pay you for none of this bullshit that they done sold us. Tupac told us 30 years ago, if the lifestyle you leading is not getting you props, that lifestyle needs to stop. 30 years ago, he been dead 30 years. Come on, Scooby-Doo. Close us out.
I'm going to close you out with this. You can't stop somebody who be still dead and you finna go to pro and then you go sign the paper and you come home and he shoot and kill because he's dead. He said, made a mistake because he thought you weren't going to get him now. Well, that's how Shaq did it. But Shaq gave him the dead son when his mama was dead. But Shaq still wrote him a big million and all of this and that. And nothing can be said. So why did his father, stepfather, or his father raise him, shoot him on the line when he finna sign the contract, go to the NFL and kill him? Because then when they asked him why he do it, he said, I thought he wasn't going to give me that.
Damn, that's a terrible story, guys. Hey, guys, thank you for joining me. Tavares Squared Up. See you guys next time. God bless. Bye-bye.